And we have some haikus for everybody.
That's right. Two haikus, same last name. First, running back out of Utah, Zach Moss, who's a cousin, I believe, of Sonoris Moss and Santana Moss. So,
what about Randy Moss? But anyway,
actually, I'll get to that. Actually, nice that you bring that up. I'll get to that. All right. Well, but first, Zach Moss.
Moss.
The Salt Lake Freight Train eludes tackles with swift feet. Asks foes, Utes mad, bro?
Can I get that on a T-shirt?
Yeah. Let's do that.
We need to do the sports and other stuff T-shirt haikus. All right, go ahead. All right,
I'm okay with that.
Okay, second name Moss. Next one, please.
Second name Moss. Look brought it up. The son of Randy Moss is in this draft. Tight end out of LSU.
He is indeed.
The Bayou Bengal, Thaddeus Moss.
Thaddeus.
Here's his haiku. Vikings progeny. Pillow palm, superb quickness. He's straight cash, homie.
Oh.
And a future Bear. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, if we could only dream.
It ain't happening.
But does he have a good bubble?
Oh, he's got a phenomenal bubble. I mean, he's the son of Randy Moss, but he's not built like him. He's compact. He's not lanky. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready for sports of yesteryear?
Yes, we are. All right. In 1949, the Basketball Association of America Finals. Minneapolis Lakers beat Washington Capitals 77-56 to take the series 4-2. The Basketball Association of America and National Basketball League merged that year to create the NBA.
What year?
1949.
Really? Good to know.
1954, on this date, Milwaukee Braves, Hank Aaron, first game. Didn't hit a home run, by the way. And one other note, on this date, Jack Nicklaus won his 18th major. So,
wow,
there you are. And for your boys, well, I guess you don't like the Cardinals so much, but 1962, Stan Musial scores his 1,869th run, setting a new National League record, and we'll leave it right there.
And
that is sports and other stuff.
Thank you, Lugs, out there in the field in his used car somewhere driving across Kentuckiana for us. He's Lugs, and he's the sports of yesteryear guy. Okay. All right, T-Dog, you had something else you wanted to bring up. I can't remember what it was. So,
it was Lynn Bowden.
Lynn Bowden.
Yep. ESPN had Alex Scarborough wrote a interesting piece, I thought, on Lynn Bowden. It brought up how when he came in against South Carolina on the last drive, they kind of noticed something, and they had a bye. And he went to talk to Eddie Gran, who was the offensive coordinator. And he's like, well, who should we go to? And it sounded like Stoops was apprehensive about it. And Gran's like, we need to go with Lynn Bowden. And on that day, he came in the offensive meeting room 3 times. He's like, are you sure? He's like, are we going to really go with Lynn Bowden? And Gran was like, yeah. And it turned out to work. They went, 6-2. Down the back end. I didn't know this. I even forgot. He actually led the SEC in rushing last year.
Pretty cool.
I can believe that. Yeah.
Yeah. 14,000 yards, 13 touchdowns. I mean, I know he didn't do a lot as a passer, but I mean, he's a guy who's going to go day 2 in the second or third round.
Yeah.
Particularly with what you kind of saw during the playoffs, what Deebo Samuels did. I mean, he is a quasi Deebo Samuels. So
good for Mr. Bowden.
Yeah.
All right. He can go to New Orleans and start as quarterback. I mean, if they're going to go with what's the Mingle's name?
Taysom.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, you know what? He doesn't have all the injury problems that Taysom Hill had. So, he's at least got that going for him in comparison to Taysom Hill.
Okay. All right, it's time for Wild Ass Predictions. Take it away.
I guess my wild ass prediction is no NFL season coming up, period, I don't think.
What? Seriously?
That's wild.
That is wild.
You even think not even close to the holidays will get it kicked off?
Well, I don't know how you'll do it. I just don't think it's going to happen. I mean, we're looking at, what do you think, June, July, before you can even begin to talk about having people together. Do you think that they're going to allow, for the next year and a half, maybe 2 years, allow more than, say, 200 people together? Do you think they're going to allow 50,000 people together in one spot?
I definitely think people won't want to do it. Personally, I'm not going to want to do it, but I don't know if others will or won't.
I think it's one of those interesting things. I'm not saying that wild ass prediction isn't that far off. I think it's one of those ones we're all kind of talking out of our butts because we're like, we don't know. Like I mean,
that's the whole point of wild ass predictions.
No, it is.
Hence the word ass.
Talking out of your butt. I mean,
that's a very good point. I'm just saying, like, obviously, whenever they come up with a vaccine, obviously, like they've talked about, it's probably a year and a half out. Yeah. So, I mean, you might be right. Because obviously, like they said, like people that are like, oh, it's going to come and it's going to go. It's like, no, it's here to stay now.
Yeah.
Right.
So having to figure out how to deal with it. So, I mean, you might be right.
All right, T-Dog, your wild ass prediction at 22 minutes past the hour.
Well, my wild ass prediction, let me think about this. I will say that the Miami Dolphins will take Herbert. They won't take Tua.
Yeah, I think that's not very wild to me.
I think it's too timid. Okay, sorry.
I'm just saying Herbert is that he's a smart guy. I think Tua is was physically more talented, but I think Tua, them not being able to get that second doctor's appraisal hurt him. So
gonna hang him up.
But anyway,
another man's wild is another man's mild.
Here's a wild ass prediction then.
Here you go.
All right, we'll edit your first one out.
Haiku.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the running back from LSU, will be the best running back out of this rookie class, at least for the first 4 years of his career. We'll go with
I
Clyde.
thought you were going to say at least for the 4 games of his career.
I thought, since we won't have his first year, the last 3 years of his career, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, I've got a wild ass prediction. I think I've already mentioned it already, so the cat's out of the bag. Moving forward, Mike Tirico and Drew Brees become the A team for NBC. If we ever play football again.
I like the Tirico part. I mean, obviously, I don't want to push Al Michaels out the door. I like the Tirico part. Drew Brees part, though, still, it's like, I don't know. Like I said, he could turn out to be good, but I won't say I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
Yeah. Okay, anybody want to sneak anything else under the wire here before our clock runs out?
Again, I don't say this guy should get it. I would even say at least Chris. I know you all don't like him, but at least Chris Sims, he'll say some things that he's not afraid to like piss people off. Like that's what you want in a color guy. So he's already under contract. So
here I'm coming to you from the Capricorn of Cinnamon on this evening.
I don't even know what you just said, but thank goodness the FCC doesn't check this show.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's going to bring to a close another version of Sports and Other Stuff. And aren't you glad I'm saying that? It's sponsored in part by First National Bank. Come as you are, bank from your car at First National's convenient drive-thru. It's the only way to do things now. Home with the time and temperature line. Just call. You'll hear the voice of
my man Fish. He's got it all on the line for you. He's got a bag and maybe some cash. Who knows what's in the bag?
Just ask for Fish. That's right. We are the Sport Weasels. Here for you when you need us and not when you don't need us. So long for now.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. Physicians and public health professionals are trying to protect us because our healthcare system would be overwhelmed if too many people get seriously ill. We have to take their advice seriously. So, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home. And disinfect, a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.